Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to day 9 of the Joy of Stitching box. Today, the envelope may be small, but there's something extremely fun inside of here. And it's a learning opportunity. It's kind of the new thing out there. Not that it's ever going to place embroidery, but making life a little bit easier for a lot of people who want to decorate clothing, t-shirt items. So let's take a look and see what's inside. All right, here we go. We're going to open up number 9. It sort of looks like number 6, I guess. And let's see what's in here. All right, it says pockets without all the work. Remember the set of pocket everything. I have no idea. Where here's the easy way. Press one of these DTF designs, your favorite tote tee, sewing apron for instant charm, becomes sometimes cute, should be quick. All right, so this is what it is. Here we go. Look how pretty these are. Now, if you don't know what a DTF is, DTF stands direct to film. Here's the film, and this is ink. So it is a heat transfer. They look like those rub-offs we had when we were kids, right? They're a heat transfer, and it's an easy way to embellish anything. And so these stick to wood, vinyl, fabric, paper, you name it. So you have 3 here. And I thought one would be fun to kind of send off in an envelope with the directions. This black and white one I really like because we're going to talk about using crayons to color these in. So if you have a young person that may enjoy doing something a little artistic to embroider add to a t-shirt, kind of looks like machine embroidery, right? These little denim pockets are so cute. We're going to cut this one apart and repurpose it. This one just goes directly on because it is absolutely beautiful. And it just needs a simple household iron at 350 degrees, which is your linen setting. And we're going to press these for about 30 seconds, and they're cold peels. So let's take a look and how cute, how easy they are to make everything, embellish everything, how easy they are to add to a shirt. All right, I went ahead and changed my shirt. You can see how cute that pocket is. It's just a simple white Walmart t-shirt. In 30 seconds, it was decorated really cutely. The best thing about this, you need no skills, no special equipment, no nothing. So let's take a peek. Here's a pair of denim jeans. How beautiful. We're going to press that on so you can see how nice that is when we place this on here. And you can see this one extends up a little bit too much. There we go. Let's go that way. So what I did is I cut away the pocket, and then I cut away the flowers. So I can add the pocket, and I can tuck the flowers down inside, right? Or I can cut this to make it fit. I can just cut out the big flower. I don't have to use the whole thing. Now this black and white one, you want to put this probably on something a little bit lighter so you can see through it. So let's go ahead and give one a press. Let's put this one on this back pocket. So I'm just going to head over to the iron. My iron is hot at linen. And I'm just going to put this down. You don't need a press cloth or anything. If you want to do something, you can do some parchment paper. Just, from your kitchen if it makes you feel better. But here's the key, hot and pressure. So I'm pushing, and I'm going to count, they say it's 30 seconds, right? I'm not ironing. So once I hold this up there, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to press again. You want absolutely no steam whatsoever. None. No steam. The steam's not going to go through the plastic, but it could make a gummy mess. This will take a second because we want to make sure it's nice and pressed on. And I'll know in a minute. This is a cold peel, which means that you have to wait till it cools before you can pull off that carrier sheet. I know this is taking a while. All right. We'll let that sit for a minute and see if it's stuck. In the meantime, I'm going to press that. Let that cool a minute. And I'm going to press on the black and white one. I'm just going to put it on a piece of paper. And we're going to play with it. So if you're a scrapbooker, this is a perfect thing to use. And again, we can use crayons. When you use crayons, if you ever try to get crayon out of clothing, it doesn't happen, right? So I have someone color with crayons and then put a piece of white computer paper over it, heat it up again, and just keep blotting it till all the ink doesn't transfer off the design. And that crayon is now permanent because it's been heat set. That wax gets in your fabric and then it is there forever. All right. I probably could have pre-done this, but what the heck? You got nothing to do today. It's Christmas. All right, set that aside. Now let's take a peek and see if our flower transferred. If it didn't transfer, then we can see it stuck just a little bit. We can go back and give it another press. No harm, no foul here, right? Because I have a heat press. If you have a heat press, this life is so much easier, right? When you're doing projects like this. All right, we're going to let that cool. I'm going to pop over here. So you can cut them apart. You can do with them what you want. Separate them. And I think if you're a scrapbooker, I probably would press this onto paper and cut this out. And then you could use as a real pocket, right? You would just stitch or glue around here. And then you could tuck little notes in. And then once this is pressed on, you can still get in there and put a little note. So it's a little something for everybody. Look how cool that is. We probably could have heated it a little bit more. So you can just take your markers and just kind of fill in as much as you want. Now, if this was crayon, this would be nice to put into in the mail to a little one and have them color their own shirt. And then once you get it colored, however you want to, or how much you want to color, right? Then you're just going to take a plain piece of paper, cover it, blot it with the iron, lift it up, fresh piece of paper, blot it with the iron, lift it up, and the crayon is now permanent. And so it's a nice way to embellish. All right, let's check out our jeans. Yeah, we're still going to need a little more time. You guys can see. So once this carrier sheet's off, I can just put a pressing cloth on it and repress it. But look how good this is. This is a DTF. The nice thing, I can sew over it. I can embroider over it, right? I can add embellishments to it. But DTF is kind of the new wave of the crafting, embellishing future. They're easy to use. They're easy to find. You just can use your regular household iron, although if you have a heat press, life is beautiful. So it's just another fun way to either make a gift, give a gift, send the instructions, and you can take something very plain from Walmart and have it look just as cool as if you bought an expensive shirt. All right, everybody, that is day 9. We have more to come. I can't believe we still have 14 more days. And remember, 25 wasn't in your box. It's a special surprise. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a